Hello and welcome back. Today we are not working on the drift truck, believe it or not. Today we are working on the Rally Miata. The Rally Miata, that poor thing. Ever since I got the truck and sold the supercharger off of it to get parts for the truck, it's been kind of neglected. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but one of the times, a couple months ago when we were off-roading, it overheated. Overheating again, what the fuck? Oh, it's smoking like hell. Oh, dang. And here, the Rally Miata dies. At that moment, I thought it was the water pump. So we brought it home, we tore it all down, the water pump was fine. Then a month or so later, when it was negative 30 degrees outside, that really cold spell in January, it overheated again. And it made a weird noise. So that time I was like, okay, it's the water pump. Tore it all down, and sure enough, the water pump was fine. We put it all back together without replacing anything, and it didn't overheat. And now, yet again, the Rally Miata is overheating. This time, I'm not gonna make the mistake of replacing the water pump, because I know that's fine. I'm pretty sure the problem with the Rally Miata is that the radiator and the fans are just, they're not quite enough for whatever's going on with the engine. The overheating issue only happens on a warm day at idle. As long as the car is moving, it doesn't overheat. Problem of off-roading is that, especially on a trail, you're not going very fast, you're not getting a lot of airflow, so it's gonna overheat. I'm gonna go ahead and try to recreate the overheating issue. Drive it around a little bit. Let it get some temperature in there. Beat on it a little more. So slow. Now I let it idle for a bit. Sure enough, it has not overheated. So it's a little too cool outside today. But I promise it does overheat, okay? I promise. To fix that issue, I bought two eBay special radiator fans. $39 for two 12-inch slim fans. I think they're rated at 1800 CFM for the both of them, so pretty good. The reason why we're doing this now is because on Saturday, we're taking the Rally Miata to the dunes. And obviously, can't overheat when we go to do that, so time to fix that. I don't know if you guys remember, but I have a metric shit ton of switches on the interior of the Rally Miata. Looks really cool, but only one of them works. Only one of them does something. So we're gonna wire these fans to those switches. We'll have each fan on a separate switch, so if I'm just, driving around normally, I can have one fan on. If I'm racing, I can have the other fan on. And that way, when we go to do the direct swap, which believe it or not is still happening, but then we don't have to switch anything. We don't have to do any more wiring. It's all right there. Stock fans are out. These are the new aftermarket fans right there. Come to think about it, I think another reason why this might be overheating is because of the fact that the radiator has a decent amount of mud in it. From now on, I'll just make sure to hose out the radiator really well. Problem is that this thing kind of blocks any water from the radiator when I go to wash it, so I think it kind of gets clogged up. So I'll just keep that in mind. Right, so the new fans are on, much slimmer and much cooler. Gotcha. It's pretty good, right? Yeah, I know, you don't have to tell me. All we have to do is wire these bad boys up. They each need a power and ground. Now, radiator fans take a lot of power usually. These are only 80 watts. At full blast, they'll take about 7 amps each. Thankfully, the switches on the interior can handle up to 20 amps. So I don't need to do a relay, it's just gonna be a direct power, direct ground. The switch panel in there is fused, so that's all good. So, wiring. so both of the fans are wired up, powered and ground. Now, all I have to do is give this switch panel some power and see if the fans turn on. And if they're successful, I can put everything back together. Oh no. One problem with putting the tires as they are is that I need to move them in order to open the trunk. See, the trunk still opens. You just have to finagle it, all right? All right, fan number 1. Oh wait, sorry, wrong switch. All right, that was fan number 1. Fan number 2. Now pull. Oh yeah, that's got some airflow. Listen to those bad boys. Heck yeah. So that's awesome, it works. I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything up and then we can continue. All right. So this is my cleaned wiring, just zip tied to the old fan mounts. And the interior is put back together. Hey. My idea was that the Rally Miata isn't truly the Rally Miata without this hood scoop. But obviously I don't want it to be a hood scoop. I don't have anything to scoop into, but I do want to cut a hole and let air come out of the hood. So if I flip the hood scoop around, it would let air come out, but it wouldn't force air in, and you couldn't see the hole from the front. But it kind of looks weird. Kind of looks like it's got a horn. I don't really like it. I could add that little hood vent somewhere. I think I'm going to. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out this section of the hood. It's right above the headers, so that will be the most useful. All the hot air from the headers should flow out through this vent, even though it's a little small. Cool, the Rally Miata now has a super out of place hood vent. It will help, it will definitely help. If you look down there, you can't see, but the headers are literally right below that. The car's staying perfectly cool if there's one fan on. And turn on the second fan. I can feel like warm air being pushed out of this vent. Oh dang. I can feel a lot of air being sucked in by those fans. So, that's awesome. I think that is going to be it from me, guys. How cool would it be just to drive the Rally Miata back there? Next video, we're going to the dunes. We're going to a sand pit. It's gonna be fun, so I'll see you guys then. If you guys enjoyed this little video fixing the mysterious overheating issue on the Rally Miata, give it a like. If you didn't though, please give it a dislike. You only have one more week to purchase a Drift Truck t-shirt, so make sure to do that if you want to support the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and that's it. So have a great day, peace out, and goodbye.